Welcome to Making Up the Magic. My name is Eva, and this is a real channel. I dare you to prove that it's not. So today I have kind of a freaky video. No, trust me, it's not that freaky. It's just I've been having problems with my camera and the batteries. They've been dying. Part of this video is out of focus, and then I have like another spirit coming in. So I'm not going to ruin the punch. But today we have Lola Flores, and she's been hanging out with me for quite a while now, actually. And we've been talking about a lot of things. And in this video, she wants to talk about the Romani people or the travelers. Now, I know it's kind of slightly controversial subject, and I just want people to have an open mind, and of course this is for entertainment purposes. So whether you believe I'm channeling or not, that's really up to you, and it's up to you what I'm saying. And if it feels true, then I'm asking you to take things with a grain of salt and consider there might be other histories of the world or other ideas about Romani or traveler people. And this is from someone who used to be one. She says my public life is very public, and my private life is very public. So we're not really going to talk about that. She says, no, we are going to talk about Romani people. And she says she's not very comfortable with that word, although it's currently the accurately accepted something word. But she wants to talk about travelers. And also to her, in her culture, the traveler or the Romani, the word is gitan. And she said I was a gitana. I was very proud of being gitana. And in a lot of flamenco music and a lot of Spanish music, that people sing about being gitano, gitana, the gitans. There's nothing wrong with it. And she wants to say, when you look at all the countries in Europe that do have a lot of travelers in these countries, she says mine had assimilated them and accepted them into its national culture. And she said, well, Spain is a country of mixes, so it's only natural. If you know anything about Spain, they were North Africans, they're Muslim, Jewish, and the locals, we all mixed together. And she says that's Spain. If you don't know anything about Spain, now you know. So she says, I want to talk about, and I'm feeling tension. She says, I was very proud of who I was. There was never a moment that I felt bad about being me, and I never let anyone make me feel bad about being me. Let there be no unequivocal ideas that I was not anything but a gitana. And I loved every moment of it. And God blessed me with all that energy from my people. And I've come from a long line of incredible people and performers. And I was blessed with fire, she says. That's why they call me La Niña de Fuego, because that was me. And my mission was to go around the world like any other gitan, she says, gitana, gitano, and to share what I was blessed with. My blessings are everyone's blessings, she says. Now, she made me watched a few videos. I watched a few interviews of her, and there's this idea in Spain that you need to have a traveler father in order to be a traveler, or gitana. Your dad needs to be a gitano. And she said that's ridiculous. She says, like, I cannot believe that in this day and age, people are so close-minded, she says. We are everywhere. Our blood has been part of many people's ancestry. And you might not know this, but Mother Earth is an energy, and she is always looking to make the most diversity. Diversity is the name of the game for Mother Earth. And as humans, we don't realize it, but we are playing part in this game of diversity, where we need to be creating better human beings and mixing blood. And she says, my people. And it doesn't matter where we come from, where it's from India or where we started, it doesn't matter, because as we went along, we became who we are, what we are. And it has nothing to do where we come from. We are the mix of everything that we've ever come into contact with, that we've loved, that we have eaten, that we have sung, that we have danced. She says, let's dance. She says, I think in my life, in my world, there is no one thing. And my art was a mix of many things, and I was good at many things: singing, dancing, talking, acting. She says, I was my people. And whatever those people are, they don't have a face. They don't have a flag. They are in you. We are in each other. We are my people, she says. The ones that travel are people who are the dandelions of the world. And in certain areas where blood is stagnating and people need a new energy, well, we do it from Mother Earth. We follow there and we do that. We share who we are. We bring not only the genetics and the genes of who and where we've been and who we've mixed with and what we've created, but we also brought our culture and our food and our ideas, and all of that is an important thing of being part of the people of the earth. We are one, she says. We are one. And perhaps you might have some blood in there. And does it matter? Does it not matter? Does it change who you are? Maybe. Maybe not. So now that I've said that, I've been kind of going through this little, I'm speaking myself here, not Lola. I've been going through a little, I guess I would call it personal crisis, life, things happening. And I realized that there was an extra person hanging around, trying to get my attention, and his name is Ramdas. He's like, hi. And I think there's like a connection here, because he, I think, is definitely part, from what I understood, he has some Jewish genetics, so definitely some desert people energy there moving around. And I'm feeling like there's this energy of people moving around. And Lola says, we were listening to a previous, I'd say guru. I'd call her a guru. And I think in a lot of religions and a lot of philosophies of spirituality. There's a huge disconnect between the body and the spirit. And Lola is saying, Lola, she's like correcting, it's Lola. Lola says that I used to be a monk in a previous life. I I had many lifetimes where I was a spiritual person. And there is something about being in your body that is a spiritual experience in itself. And she says, if you look pictures of me, at pictures of me, I didn't have a particularly nice looking body. I think today they'd call me short and fat. She laughs. Just that let them call me short and fat. Just try and dance as well as I danced, or sing as well as I sang. And I assure you, you won't be able to, because she says, I had a spiritual connection with whatever you want to call it. I don't care, she says. We don't care. We don't give it a name, she says. She's grabbing Ramdas by the shoulder. It's like, we don't give it a name and a name. Sorry. Because it doesn't have one. It doesn't need one. It is everything. We are it. It is us. And she's saying, I think my people, our people, have lost themselves, in this culture. We have lost ourselves in a culture of just, wanting to escape the body. And she says there's something about dancing and singing. You have to be in your body, and you really, really have to be here. And she says, we dare you. We dare you to try be embodied as much as you can. Don't escape it, she says. When I took, and she says, I did take some substances, the white kind that goes up your nose. I regretted it afterwards because I had that energy. I just got lazy. It was just an easy thing to do to get there. And Ramdas says the same thing. Like, you can take the psychedelics and do whatever you want. You can touch God. But there's something about working your way up to that God. And there's nothing like it. They're both saying there's nothing like, through action, through being embodied and working with everything that you've been given physically, if you are called to do so, of course, to go in there and just physically be as much as you can. And she says flamenco, and you don't have to do it through flamenco. It doesn't, she's just saying, that was my medium. But you can do it through dance, hip hop dance. You can do it through painting or singing, or even just dancing, whatever, dancing the robot, Ramdas says. They're wanting to bring that in, that spirituality and art. And Ramdas was not an artist, so, but, to him, he's saying this is just as much a path to the divine as any other path that I might have suggested in my videos. So I hope you enjoyed that. I have to finish this video with a word, because or else it's going to be awkward. But I'm going to come back. Hopefully my new batteries will arrive and I'll be able to make the beginning of July video for you all. Oh my God, what a solstice. I hope you have a great solstice if you're celebrating those kinds of things. I know I will. And be careful. This full moon is pretty intense. And there's going to be another full moon in Capricorn. So watch your P's and Q's, babies. Bye.